No, none of y'all motherfuckers here with no Instagram, nobody living, nobody at, and I don't want to hear shit from none of these niggas, Jewish niggas talking about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Pasternak follow me to the fucking hotel. The nigga killed Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't clear the Backstreet Boys sample. You get what I'm saying? Harley Pasternak pusher, your trainer. Harley Pasternak, Jay-Z. You get what I'm saying? And then niggas be hanging around these niggas just for the money or some Mike Rubin shit. I slap the shit out of Mike Rubin. I see that nigga there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, fuck these niggas, bro. Fuck these niggas, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Been through some pretty traumatizing events.
I stayed at his house. I stayed in his bedroom.
How old were you?
I was 15, and I remember him just sitting down with me, you know, being like, you know, this is kind of like what you got to do, Aaron, in your future.
And
Absolutely.
You said you take opiates for surgeries that you've had in the past. Do you ever worry that you could ever overdose?
I mean, there's always that worry, but there's also the fact that I had to kiss my sister goodbye in the coffin. I had to kiss her body. I had to kiss her right on her cheek, and I kept kissing her. And that was a scary thing. My family knows, before I did the show, the doctors, they knew that I was taking Xanax and stuff like that, and that I was going to actually psychiatrists to do that. I know that there is no happy ending.
Nick Carter, yep. Backstreet Boys' Nick is now putting Diddy on full blast, straight up blaming him for his brother Aaron Carter's tragic death. And the way he's talking, he's not sugarcoating a thing. There's still so much confusion around how Aaron really passed, and the deeper people dig, the messier it gets. From the jump, things weren't making sense. Too many weird details, too many loose ends.
Happy and just love and do my music. Do you honestly think that that's the definition of a meth head and a crackhead? Teaching my niece her first dance moves? Making music on my bed?
The music world is mourning the death of singer Aaron Carter. The 34-year-old was found dead in his California home yesterday. Authorities say he was found in his bathtub, but a cause of death remains unknown. Carter rose to fame at a very young age, known for his music and acting career, but battled mental health issues and addiction.
Then out of nowhere, some whispers started popping up a few weeks back, and they were all pointing toward one name, Diddy. Let's be real, Diddy's rep, Shady doesn't even begin to cover it. Dude's been caught up in all kinds of scandals for years, but now the streets are saying something way darker. Word is Aaron may have known something big, something that could have messed up Diddy's whole empire, and now Nick's stepping up, saying he believes Diddy might have played a role in Aaron's death just to keep those dirty secrets buried for good. And hold up, it gets even crazier. People are now saying Aaron was working on a final video project before he passed, and folks who've seen parts of it claim he looked terrified, like he was being hunted. What was he running from? And who? So now all eyes are on that missing footage. If it's real and if it ever drops, could this be the proof that finally brings Diddy's house of cards crashing down? Before diving deeper into the wild claims about Diddy and what really went down with Aaron Carter, let's hit rewind for a sec. Because to understand how it all spiraled, you gotta see the whole picture. His downfall didn't just come out of nowhere. It was years in the making, built on pressure, betrayal, and pain that ran way deeper than anyone knew. Aaron's rise to fame looked like something out of a movie. Young, talented, full of life, and charming the world with those catchy hits. He was the pop prince everyone loved. But behind all the lights and fans screaming his name was a reality way darker than anyone imagined. And guess what? A lot of that hurt came from inside the house. His own family played a part. Even as a kid, Aaron was caught in the middle of a fame game that chewed him up. Sure, he had the big houses, the cars, the awards, but none of that could hide the truth. By the time he was 15, if you really paid attention, whether it was interviews or even those MTV Cribs tours, you could see something was off. He wasn't just tired. He looked drained, empty. That shiny pop star image, just smoke and mirrors. Behind it stood a teenager carrying a weight no kid should ever have to deal with. The pressure to perform wasn't about chasing his own dreams. It was about keeping everybody else happy. Years later, Aaron straight up admitted that all that constant grind, all that performing, all that smiling, it wasn't for him. It was for the people who depended on his fame to keep the money rolling in. And while the world clapped, he was slowly breaking inside.
I have a hiatal hernia. I have a stress condition. It's an eating disorder. How would you feel every 2 seconds seeing a tweet, you have AIDS, go die. Oh, look at this meth head. Oh, meth kills, crack kills. Look at my teeth. Right?
Yeah.
Look at my teeth. Look at my face. I'm not a meth head. I've never touched it in my life. It's body shaming. It is the toughest thing to deal with.
When you're looking in the mirror and you see yourself, is that hard to see how much you've changed?
Oh my God, it hurts so bad. It hurts. It hurts so bad because there's like nothing I can do about it.
I feel like there's so many people out there that don't think, oh, celebrities are insecure. Are you insecure?
I get Voluma fillers, okay, to fill up my face.
Because you've lost so much weight that it sunk in.
No, it's just how I'm built. This is how I look.
Is there anything else that you do?
Yes, I get Voluma. I get Juvederm and then Restylane. I'm sick of this. Sick of these people. I'm sick of these haters and jealous people in real life too. And when all I did was protect that girl, all I did. Oh, now she says, oh, I don't care anymore, blah, 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 blah.
When Aaron Carter's fame started to fade, so did the glitz. And what came next was a nonstop storm of personal demons. From mental health struggles to substance battles, Aaron's life turned into chaos. But many people think it all traces back to something way darker, the trauma he carried from being in the spotlight as a kid. And now, things just got even more suspicious. Old photos recently resurfaced showing young Aaron chilling with Diddy, and that alone has set the internet on fire. People are digging deeper, asking hard questions, wondering if Aaron might have been one of Diddy's youngest victims. Fans are connecting the dots, trying to uncover what they believe has been hidden in plain sight for years. But the real twist? It gets way darker from here. In the months leading up to his death, Aaron started getting real bold. He wasn't staying quiet anymore. He was calling people out, dropping hints that he had serious dirt on some major industry names. His social media was full of cryptic messages, like he was trying to warn the world. And then, boom, he's found dead in his bathtub. Just before that, Aaron reached out to Kanye West asking to talk. Nobody knows exactly what he was about to reveal, but whatever it was, he never got the chance. Now people are saying, was he silenced before he could expose the truth? And here's where it gets straight up chilling. Right after Aaron passed, Kanye himself stepped into the conversation, claiming this wasn't just some sad accident. Nah, he hinted it was a straight-up setup. He name-dropped Harley Pasternak, Aaron's former trainer, who's been surrounded by rumors for years. Some folks believe Pasternak is way more than a fitness coach. According to wild online theories, he's a handler, a behind-the-scenes manipulator for high-profile celebs. And Kanye even posted screenshots of texts where Pasternak allegedly threatened to drug him and have him locked away. In Kanye's eyes, Aaron Carter didn't just pass away. He was stopped right before dropping secrets that could have rocked the entire industry. And if there's even a little truth to what Kanye's been saying, then Aaron's death wasn't just tragic, it was calculated. So how does all of this circle back to Diddy? Oh, it gets real messy right here. Kanye didn't just accuse Harley Pasternak of shady behavior, he dragged Diddy straight into the chaos too. Kanye claimed that Diddy had been threatening him, supposedly acting on behalf of some unnamed powerful folks. And Kanye didn't hold back. He strongly implied that one of those people was none other than Harley Pasternak himself. But wait, this ain't even the wildest part yet. Word on the streets is that this whole situation might be just the tip of the iceberg. Rumors are flying that federal investigators are now quietly digging into something way deeper, something deadly. The latest buzz? Diddy is allegedly being looked at for using poison to silence people who knew too much.
Aaron Carter is no longer with his fiancée, Melanie Martin. They split just a week after she gave birth to their child. Now, one of the reasons they split is that he found out she was talking to his sister Angel behind his back, and he's estranged from his family, so he doesn't appreciate that at all. But apparently she was in communication with his family to put him under a conservatorship, or at least that's what he thinks she's doing. Yes, the same type of conservatorship that Britney Spears fought years to get out of. So of course, Aaron Carter is very upset at Melanie Martin. They split up, and we'll see what happens.
Is now in jail for domestic violence. She choked my trachea out. She ripped my arms open. She ripped my back open, and she punched me where I got my tooth pulled out of my mouth. So, and then hurt my trachea so bad that I can't speak. Anyway, all your donations and everything are appreciated, guys. Please donate right now.
And guess who's being tied to that theory? Aaron Carter, Kim Porter, even Jamie Foxx. 2 lives already gone and 1 close call, and now all of them are being re-examined with fresh suspicion. And just when you think it couldn't get any darker, insiders are claiming Aaron was preparing to expose Diddy in a way that would have shattered everything. Allegedly, he had receipts, big ones, stuff that could have completely blown the lid off the industry. And get this, some are even saying those secrets may have linked Diddy to a rumored Hollywood foul ring that allegedly targeted young stars. So now the question's louder than ever. What did Aaron really know? Was he silenced before he could speak? And what really happened during those final hours? The more people dig, the scarier it gets. Sure, everyone knew Aaron was struggling with addiction and mental health battles. He never hid that. But now, folks are wondering if that pain was just the cover story for something much, much darker. So when the news first broke about Aaron Carter's tragic death, most folks jumped to the same conclusion. It had to be a relapse, an overdose, or maybe even something worse like him taking his own life. Law enforcement didn't label it suspicious at the time, and for a moment it looked like a heartbreaking but clear-cut situation. But now, things aren't adding up, and the new details coming out are straight up spooky. The initial police report claimed Aaron was found in his bathtub by a housekeeper, but they didn't release a cause of death right away, and that silence left fans and the public asking a lot of questions. As more info started trickling out, those closest to Aaron, especially his brother Nick, noticed strange inconsistencies that just didn't sit right. Then just 2 days after Aaron's passing, the LA Times dropped a bombshell. The coroner had already done an autopsy, but they were keeping the results under wraps. According to that article, the LA County Coroner's Office was waiting on chemical test results before making things official, but that delay, it only made everything way more suspicious. People started whispering, what are they hiding? Why the holdup? Normally, toxicology results only take a few weeks, but in Aaron's case, it dragged on for 5 whole months. And it wasn't until April 2023, 6 months after he died, that the LA County Medical Examiner finally shared their findings. By then, speculation had already hit a boiling point. That long wait, paired with the weird silence and unanswered questions, cast a dark shadow over Aaron's passing. And just when people thought things couldn't get more unsettling, those final days started sounding less like a tragedy and more like a mystery that someone didn't want solved. The official report claimed Aaron Carter's death was an accident, caused by drowning. According to the coroner, he had Xanax in his system and had been huffing compressed gas right before it happened. And while that might have seemed like the final word to close the case, the long silence and strange vibe around the whole thing, yeah, it had people wondering if the full story was really out there, or if something was still being buried. When the details of his death came out, most fans weren't shocked to hear it involved substances. Aaron had always been honest about his struggles with addiction. He never tried to hide that part of his life. It was painful, raw, and out in the open. But that wasn't the only thing he was battling. Aaron also fought an eating disorder, and he was no stranger to brutal body shaming in the public eye. Fame didn't protect him. It made everything harder. A few years before he passed, he even got treatment, trying to face those demons head on. He revealed he had a hiatal hernia too, which added to his health struggles. His problems ran deeper than most people realized. And yeah, with all that history, plus the family drama and lack of a real support system, some fans did start wondering if maybe he had taken his own life.
Verify that this is actually my GoFundMe page. There's been a lot of misdirection that I've had to do in order to protect myself from being the silence breaker for my brother, who is a rapist. And now they're after my life. My whole family is after my life. And they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. And Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million. They owe me money, and they're trying to kill me off. And I'm begging you and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. My realtor won't sell my house. They're all involved in this, and they're trying to keep me there. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage, saying I wanted to hang myself. So please trust what I'm saying, and please donate.
It wasn't wild to think, given everything he'd been through, but then things took a chilling turn. As more came out, fans started revisiting the videos Aaron posted right before his death, and that's when people really started asking questions. In those final clips, Aaron didn't sound reckless. He sounded scared, like something or someone was after him. He talked about feeling unsafe in his own home and the fear in his voice. It was real. And here's where things take a seriously strange turn. Right after the 911 call went out, two of Aaron's neighbors, Anthony and Amanda Shable, both medically trained, heard it come through a police scanner and rushed over to help. Amanda, who's a registered nurse, even grabbed her defibrillator, ready to jump into action if needed. But when they got to Aaron's house, the whole vibe was off, and according to reports, the house sitter wouldn't let them in at all. Amanda later shared that the house sitter locked the front door and then ran away from it like she was trying to avoid being seen or having to talk to anyone, and that just made the whole thing feel even more shady. But it gets weirder, because the house sitter didn't just block the neighbors, she also allegedly tried to stop the police from coming in when they pulled up just minutes later. Now that's a major red flag. Even if she didn't know the neighbors, why keep trained help out? And why stall the cops, especially if there was still a chance Aaron could have been saved? It's got people asking, what was she trying to hide? Every move she made just added to the long list of bizarre twists in Aaron's final hours. But wait, there's more. Because now Melanie Martin, Aaron's ex-fiancée, is back in the conversation. Around a year before his death, reports came out that Aaron broke things off with her after finding out she was allegedly teaming up with his family to put him under a conservatorship, and that wasn't even the end of it. Melanie had also been arrested following a physical fight with Aaron. She later talked about it on YouTube, but Aaron didn't hold back either. In one clip, he said Melanie had put hands on him, leading to her arrest. He opened up about the emotional and physical toll that relationship took on him, showing just how messy and toxic things had really gotten behind closed doors.
Escape. You couldn't get out of there. There was so many times I tried to intervene. There was a lot of times.
Do you regret ever getting involved in?
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old.
Respect at all,
No, respect me. I'm gonna go to sleep at 12
Okay,
o'clock.
then go to sleep at 12.
But please no music.
You say this every night.
Yeah, but let me tell you something real quick. You're gonna turn the music down and respect me,
Hey,
all right?
spit in my face,
all right?
dog. Don't
all
spit
right?
in my face,
all right?
man.
You're gonna respect
Don't
me.
spit in my
You're gonna
face.
respect me.
Don't spit in my
You're gonna
face,
respect me.
Nick.
You're gonna
Don't
respect
spit
me.
in my face.
You're gonna
I'm
respect
sick of
me.
you doing this to me.
You're gonna
Stop
respect
it.
me.
Stop it.
You're gonna respect me.
Stop it. What are you doing?
You're gonna respect.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
You're gonna respect my
Get out of
house.
my room. What are you doing?
Aaron eventually reached his breaking point. He got a restraining order against Melanie Martin and filed for custody of their son. Whether they fully made peace before his death is still unclear. But some reports say they had reconnected in the days right before everything went down. But what really got people talking? Melanie pulling up to Aaron's house after he passed, with not one but two moving trucks. And keep in mind, this was while the police investigation was still active. Fans were quick to point out how strange it was that she was allowed to roll up like that, especially considering she didn't even live there full time. 2 full trucks? That had everyone raising eyebrows. Folks started wondering, was she trying to clear the place out before investigators could take a proper look? Was she removing evidence to protect someone? Maybe even Diddy? That's when things got extra shady. With all this suspicious behavior, some fans started speculating whether Melanie was more than just an ex. What if she was a paid handler, a person planted in Aaron's life to control him, like keep tabs on him, maybe even stop him from speaking out? And let's not forget, Aaron's family life was far from stable. He had a toxic relationship with his brother, Nick Carter. At one point, Aaron accused Nick of mistreatment, making it clear their bond wasn't loving behind the scenes. Even worse, Aaron once shared that their late sister Leslie had done disturbing things to him when he was just 10 years old. He didn't go into detail, but you could feel the pain. So how does Diddy fit into all this? Well, some insiders claim it wasn't just him. They say powerful Hollywood figures, people with real reach, have been covering for Diddy for years, and Aaron's death might have been the price for getting too close to blowing their secrets wide open. And here's the jaw-dropper. The very last tweet Aaron ever sent was on November 4th, just one day before he was found unresponsive. It said, "Yo Kanye, let's talk, man to man." One day later, he was gone. And now, in this new documentary, Nick Carter speaks out. And the way he talks about Aaron's passing, it's like he knows something deeper went down, and that things weren't at all what they seemed. Nick Carter opened up and said, "I'll never forget being in London when it happened and getting that text message. It still doesn't feel real. I haven't even had a chance to grieve. But behind that heartbreak, Nick's words hint at something way deeper. According to him, Aaron wasn't just spiraling. He was getting ready to drop a bombshell on the industry. Word is, Aaron had been working on one final explosive video where he planned to expose every shady figure who ever tried to control or silence him. And this wasn't just talk. He supposedly had receipts, files, footage, proof. And that now haunting final tweet to Kanye? "Yo Kanye, let's talk. Man to man." Yeah, that wasn't random. Aaron reportedly wanted to show him the video, hoping to get Kanye's approval before going public, but he never got the chance. Whatever he was planning, it died with him. And that's exactly what's got Nick suspicious. Because if Aaron really had the truth in his hands, it could have taken down more than just Diddy. It might have blown the lid off the whole industry. Nick's not just grieving, he's keeping a close eye on what happens next. And if that video ever sees the light of day, things could get real ugly for a lot of powerful names. So if you've been following this wild story, don't go anywhere. Like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss a single twist. Because this story, it's far from over.